Today is Monday. It's like September, I don't know, 13th, 14th. This is 19 Eastbrook. Driveway's good. It is paved. Got a good front lawn. We have landscaping in the front that we're going to be doing. We'll cut all this stuff down here. We'll be doing some new mulch. We'll spray for the weeds. We'll cut down this bush over here. Open up the front a little bit. Nothing crazy. Anything that's over here and like this flower bed, we'll cut that down as well. You know what? I'm not even sure. There might not even be any mulch over here. This just might be grass that they didn't cut. Yeah. So this front part here is just going to be grass. We got the railings in the front. We'll repaint those black. We'll look at the front porch, but we're going to do a little patching on that and paint it gray. On the side of the house here, we have the main service. It kind of looks like they added this part, which is the chimney, as an addition. But this piece of wood right back here, which is behind the meter, you can see that it is completely rotted. It's fallen apart. All right, I can stick my hand in here, and here's all the dirt. So we'll just have to clean that up a little bit. The house can just be power washed. We'll power wash the fascia, the soffits, all that fun stuff. Any other paint back here we'll work on. Not every window, but we'll see we have a little bit of glazing that has to be done. The windows are actually overall in very good condition, so they'll be good to go. So they don't look too bad. But we will repaint them all. We're going to do some cleanup, get rid of any of the stuff here. There's a little bit of debris on the side of the shed. Oh, that's a big ass bird. The storage shed over here, we have to redo the shingles that are on it. They're completely fallen off, deteriorated. But there's vinyl siding on the front and the two sides, but on the back, it's just shingles. We can replace this front door. We'll get something very basic. And even though it's a little wider, maybe we can just fill this or maybe redo some of the siding and just paint it. Figure out a cheap and expensive way to fix it up. And we'll just clean up the framing in here. So we have some soil because the grass and the dirt is graded against this storage shed. Not even a sill plate on that one. I'm not sure if that even deteriorated or if there was one there. But whatever, we'll clean it up a little. Behind the shed, we just have some debris to get rid of. There's not a lot, some small stuff. Here's what the siding looks like on the back there. On the top of the house, the roof is a single layer 3-tab shingle. But on this little, the back bedroom, or it's more like a little, dining room, and here's a sun porch, we have a tarp on there. So we're going to assume that we got to do some shingle repair on there. We want to make sure that all the vent pipes, the rubber boots on there are replaced. We're not really sure exactly what these two pipes are. I don't think, we shouldn't have any oil here because we don't have any heat sources. There is septic here. I don't know where any of the leach fields are. I don't even know where the tank is. This was just concrete, but there's only dirt underneath here. So I don't see a cleanup for a septic. The bushes in the back, we'll trim all that stuff up there. The deck is going to be restained. It was built properly, so we're good on that end. Make sure that our fascia is repainted. We'll straighten up the gutters a little bit there. On the side of the house, we're just going to clean up whatever these little railroad ties are, and we're going to do some power washing. The house has a ridge vent, and it's got the two louvers for airflow on both sides, so we're good there. In the back of the house, they have the storm door, but we're going to have to do some repairs on the jamb. I'm thinking, because this is just a breezeway, leave it the way it is, because this is all screened and meshed in, so just leave that. Just repair the broken screen. This sliding door, needs to get replaced. The seals are broken, and you can see the all the cracking on the slider. So we'll just replace that with a basic, $300 sliding door at Home Depot, something simple. It's just the condition of the deck. So this will be restained. We can paint the ceiling in here and make this place look a little more fresher. Get a new light fixture. New ceiling fan would be nice. So we'll start back from the front, and we'll look at this porch first. So the porch has some parts that have been cracking and some chipping. So we'll have to fill these in. Maybe clean up this edge over here so that when we paint this, we don't see all that separation parts there. But we can definitely expect that when you have water here, it looks like it definitely pools. And it actually pools probably from here. You can see all the paint discoloration. So unless it's going to be repoured and pitched backwards, we're going to have a little bit of a issue because there is no drain unless this is one here. Oh, look at that. There's one there. All right, so there is a drain there. And it does, right around here, it does pitch down pretty low and pretty steep. So I guess they have the drain here, and that was the PVC, wherever that one goes. It goes down, I don't know where. But that also means every time it's raining, it floods right past here before you get into the house. We'll do 2 new light fixtures, basic kind of stuff. We'll get some new door number. This storm door, I'm not sure if we end up keeping this. I would kind of think not. This door is definitely good though. They do have 2 holes that were drilled in there. That is a vinyl door. So, we could paint that and make it look nice. We're gonna, unfortunately, we'll leave the glass block here because I'm not seeing that that'll be much, budget-wise to replace it. When we walk in, we have the living room. We have this weird, sunken room over here. But notice that we don't have a light fixture on the ceiling. So we'll need to add a light fixture here. If that one is connected to the light switch over here, that'll be great. But that is most likely controlling an outlet. This little sunken room area, it's got this fireplace here. We were initially thinking to put a ledger board here and get rid of this because it's fairly small. So I don't really see the benefit in this. It's like a dated kind of style and look where, if we had a new floor, it'll be more useful in this house, I believe. The only challenge that we're going to have too now is though the fireplace, because now if we do a normal floor here, the fireplace is going to be low. So we'll have to get a final decision on what we're going to do there. We'll put in a new dining room, not a pendant light, but a dining room table kind of light. So walking into the kitchen, it'd be nice to just get rid of this wall. And what we want to do is open up this opening here and make it wider. So it'll just be a straight side of cabinets on here. Then you have a straight side of cabinets over here. Therefore, this part will open. The layout will kind of keep the same. We do have electric appliances. There's no gas in this house. There is electric baseboard heat currently. The plan would be to add central heat in here. We will we'll go from the basement with the main trunk and we'll go up because the attic is not going to have the space for it. These windows over here, well, actually all windows really just need to be thoroughly cleaned, but we'll paint these windows. These beams, whether they stay or not, to be determined, but we do need to get a light in here. So this room is kind of long. It's just a concrete slab. So we pull this back. That's just concrete. They have it on plywood. I'm not sure what's underneath that carpet, but it might just be plywood and then maybe hardwood. I'm not sure. So there is a step down, a difference of these. We could either put a transition strip and have it go down, or we can put some furnace strips down here, try to level the floor with whatever's going to go on over here. Again, that the finished floor is to be determined. I'm honestly thinking to wrap it more with not a vinyl plank, but maybe like a laminate of some sort, like a nicer, better grade. This wall over here in the dining room, this is it's not wallpaper, it's paneling. But you'll see, you can push this in, so we could just pop this stuff right off. Yeah, it's not gonna be hard at all. Take the trim off, and then we can assess the wall behind it, and it's probably just gonna be simple as some sheetrock on top. So we're gonna need all new smoke alarms, all that good fun stuff. The bathroom we'll figure out our vanity. We're not gonna go the whole space because of the door distance. We're probably gonna keep the vanity where it is, and this could be like the hamper area, something like that. We'll do the new maybe a mirror, maybe not even a medicine cabinet, but we'll do get a sconce up there. There's an outlet. So we have some power sources. Gotta make sure I have GFIs, all the fun stuff. We'll redo the tub. It's just a tub surrounding here. We'll do a basic shower diverter setup. They have the exhaust fan and the light combo. Maybe we'll do something different. This is just linen closet, louvered. So in here, we do need to get extra light. That's not going to be enough, but I think it'll be enough if we have an exhaust fan, one light fixture, then the sconce. For all the heating systems, we're going to need new thermostats. These things all look horrible. So we have tile floor. This is in the hallway, it wraps into the kitchen. And there's just a shitty transition over here. Technically, the tiles are not broken, they are sound. I would like not to have them here. We just have a hallway linen closet. The doors we were looking to replace to make a 2-panel with the Roman arch door. The trim in the house would be replaced. We have drop ceilings in the bedrooms. It's actually clean above here, so everything is insulated, but we'll just sheetrock and we'll go right onto the beams. We'll put a new light fixture up in the ceiling. We won't need the ceiling fans if we have the central air. The screens are all in place for the windows. We want to actually test them and make sure everything is operational. They have louver bifold pocket or bifold doors for the closet. If we do the 6-panel doors, maybe we'll actually end up changing these. At a minimum, we could do new tracks. We'll do new shelving. Oh, this was the radon pipe, which we saw in the basement. We'll get to that, but we don't see it coming out of the house. So this bedroom over here had hardwood floor. It's got paneling on the walls. It'll just be easier sheetrock probably right on top of it. They just have this corner trim on the windows. Again, the windows you can see, pretty good condition. Not horrible. Thermostat. We're gonna need a light fixture up in the center here. This one has French door louver doors for this closet. And a thermostat. These, like I said, these doors will be changed, but the casing's gonna be changed. I guess maybe they sheetrocked on top because the trim here, there should be more of a reveal. All this base trim, everywhere is going to go. This is actually just chair rail. We have the drop ceiling again in here. So we want to make sure that we take the track off, sheetrock up on top. Okay, and I see what they did. So all these walls had paneling before, and they just sheetrocked on top. That's why we have things like this with the trim, where they have all this extra stuff going on. This one window pane is cracked. So we'll just replace that one, clean up all the windows. We'll add a new light fixture. when we do this, when we do the ceiling. It has one outlet there, 2, 3, we're good. So we'll make sure all the outlets are matching. We'll put definitely all new covers on them. We'll try to clean up what's there. Let's see, I'm gonna pause this for a second. Okay, we're gonna go downstairs. So the stairs, we'll paint everything, paint all the stairs. We'll just put some carpet treads on there. This is a lower grade rental. Underneath here we have the water pump. It looks like, oh, you know what? That's just like a bleeder. Everything's okay. Clean it up. Go do new filter. We don't do anything with the water tank, so we'll get a water person in here. But all the walls are actually in real good condition. There's no cracks anywhere. So the finish will be that all the walls have been painted. We'll paint the floor in the gunmetal gray. Any of this extra stuff here, the wood, these shelves over here, all this stuff will come down. We'll get rid of the workbench. We'll take the pegboard off the walls. We'll get rid of all this stuff as well. We want it to be clean. We'll get rid of all the cobwebs. Possibly, maybe we spray the beams black. But we have to check a little bit of the electric. We have just one of the light fixtures, but all they did is they spliced some wires and they started jumping. So like these, the hot and the neutral, it just goes right to a switch, which jumps to the light. So we'll have to redo the lighting down here. Make sure that we don't have any major looking obstacles coming with the electric. This is just the laundry room. They have the electric panel. What is this? Oh, they have like a little bit of storage here. Okay, kind of hidden. All right, so the electric panel, it's kind of leaning because they have it right here. Maybe we could actually just cut that and put that back properly. This is a double outlet. We'll have to make sure that's a GFI. Find out what this wire right here is operating, because that's a pretty heavy gauged wire. Let's check the electric panel to make sure we don't have like any double tapping, anything along those lines. The looks like we have like a little bit of mold growing on back over here. So if this stuff needs to come out, we could just take that out and treat it and clean it. Again, we're going to be painting all the walls. We'll get rid of the shelving in here. We want everything to be cleaned. Maybe this floor over here, even though it's intact, it's just old and blue. And if we're going to paint the rest of the basement, maybe we just actually pop these tiles up here. They're not the asbestos ones. They're just the VCT tiles. And then we'll paint along. We are going to have a little bit of plumbing to have a lot of these Fernco's here. So we just want to make sure that we have the right fittings. Everything's kind of connected, but it is definitely patchy all over. It's nothing major. So, we'll just change that one as well. This is just the toilet stack. So we want to make sure that we prime, sand, and just paint this so that we don't have any pitting issues on that stack. Let's just make sure that the windows are operational. It looks like we might just have to put a lock on it. The basement, the garage, it's a low garage. All the walls, everything's in good condition. This is the only little baby hairline crack in there. Before we paint it, let's just fill that with some cement. We'll make sure that that window operates properly. This garage door, we might even possibly just elect to maybe get rid of it so we can save some money and not have to put a garage door opener in there. We have a couple open junction boxes throughout. Again, not a big deal. This is just radon. And these louvered doors are just kind of sitting here. You can see they're not doing anything. We got some J channel. We can get rid of any of that stuff that we need. We'll paint the garage and the gunmetal epoxy. We'll do that in the 2-part. We'll do the paint sprinkles on that. Oh yes, the overall square footage of the house All right, so we have 44 by 25. So we have 1,000 square feet, but it goes, there's a little bit more on that side that's past the basement and more in the back where we have those sunrooms. When we measured it out before, it was almost like 1,500 upstairs. And then we clearly have 1,000 downstairs. All right, what else we need to know here? The hot water heater, it was installed in '99. So we probably just get a new hot water heater anyway. It is electric. It's a 50-gallon tank. We're gonna take the cabinets off here. Again, we're just gonna make everything look clean and painted. I think that is it, yeah. Anywhere down here the furnace can go to. So I'm thinking that maybe the furnace will go somewhere in this area here so we can ride along this main trunk and, supply heat upstairs.